Most IELTS candidates fail to get band 7 or higher in writing, not because their English is bad, but because they make avoidable mistakes. If you are struggling with task achievements, structure, grammar, or vocabulary, don't worry. I'll walk you through it. In this video, I'll reveal expert tips that will help you write like a pro and boost your IELTS score fast. Stay with me, you don't want to miss this. Hi, welcome to Time with Ed. I'm Edwina, and on this channel, I help you with IELTS, UK relocation, and jobs with visa sponsorship. If that's what you need, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into it. Tips for IELTS academic writing, task 1. 1. Understand the task. Describe the main trends, comparisons, or stages in the data. Do not give your opinion or speculate about courses. 2. Structure your report. You need to have an introduction, which will basically paraphrase the question. You need to have an overview, which summarizes the main trends or key features. This should be around 2 to 3 sentences. No numbers here. The overview is crucial for a high score. It should summarize the most important information. Then you continue with details. This is where you would describe specific data points in 1 to 2 paragraphs. A clear structure means a higher score. Number 3, use data-specific vocabulary. For instance, if the question is talking about trends, use words like increase, decrease, fluctuate, plateau, peak, decline. For comparisons, use words like higher than, lower than, similar to, in contrast. For processes, use words like first, then, after, finally. 4. Practice different types of questions. Practice describing line graphs, bar charts, pie charts, tables, maps, and processes. For task 1 in general training, use the correct tone, be it formal, semi-formal, or an informal letter. Now let's move to task 2. Identify if it's an opinion, discussion, problem solution, or advantage-disadvantage essay. Misinterpreting the question equals to lost marks, even if your English is great. 4. Use a range of vocabulary. Avoid repeating words. Instead of using important all of the time, use words like crucial, essential, significant. You could also use linking words, such as however, in contrast, therefore, or moreover. In formal writing, no contractions. What I mean is, don't use words like don't, it's wrong. Use do not. Be careful. Only use words you fully understand. Please don't use words you don't fully understand in the IELTS writing. Please. Number 5, use complex sentences correctly. A band 7+ essay needs a mix of simple and complex sentences. A good example would be, although online learning is convenient, some students prefer traditional classes because they provide face-to-face interaction. A bad example would be, online learning is convenient. Some students like face-to-face classes. Those are 2 simple sentences. Spice it up. Let your writing be beautiful. Balance is key. Now, number 6, avoid common grammar mistakes. What I mean by this is, please work on your subject-verb agreement. For instance, don't be writing things like she go. No, it is she goes. These are basic, but people actually make these mistakes. Use articles correctly. Write, I bought an apple, not I bought apple. Pay attention to punctuation. Avoid long, confusing sentences without commas. When you do this, your examiner will keep reading and reading and reading whatever essay you've written and will not understand. When you do this, you're going to lose lots of marks. Please, we need that high band score, all right? Check your work before submitting. 7. Use strong examples to support your ideas. A great essay has relevant examples. Let me give you an example of a weak example. Technology is good for students. We don't want that. It's too basic. Good. Now let's move to a strong example that you could use. A study by Cambridge University found that students using online learning platforms improved their scores by 20%. Use specific examples. I hope you can see the difference between the two examples I gave. You want to be part of the good examples, please, all right? 8. Don't memorize essays. Memorized answers means low score. Examiners know when you are using pre-learned templates. Guys, IELTS is English. How can you memorize English? Please be original. Please be genuine. Please be you. Write to reflect you. Let your uniqueness shine. Don't memorize anything, please. How do you do this? You need to practice writing in your own words and learn common structures. 9. Manage your time wisely. Task 1 is 20 minutes. You have to use 2 minutes to plan, write for 15 minutes, and check what you've written for 3 minutes. Task 2 is 40 minutes. You have to plan using 5 minutes, and then use 30 minutes to write. Check whatever you've written for 5 minutes, all right? Good. Always remember, time management means higher accuracy. 10. Proofread your work. Even native speakers make mistakes, so check your writing. Always look for grammar, spelling, and punctuation errors. Ensure your ideas flow logically. Replace repetitive words with synonyms. The last 2 to 3 minutes can actually boost your score, so don't let it fly by, please. 11. Practice under exam conditions. The best way to improve would be to simulate the real exam. Write essays with a timer. For instance, you could use 40 minutes to write a task 2 essay. The what you can also do would be to review band 9 sample answers to understand proper structure and what the examiners expect of you. Then you need to get feedback from IELTS experts or teachers. The more you practice, the more confident you'll be. 12. Avoid overcomplicated words. Using advanced vocabulary is good, but please don't overdo it. For instance, instead of using something like utilizing contemporary methodologies enhances one's cognition, say something like using modern methods improves learning. Keep it clear and natural. 13. Use a variety of sentence openers. Don't start every sentence with "this is because," or for example. When you do that, it makes it boring. Mix it up. Spice up your writing. We still need that high band score. So you need to mix it up. Use sentences such as, a key reason for this is, one significant example is, research shows that. Once you have such varied sentences, you come out with an engaging form of writing. And it's actually interesting to read something like that. And you're going to get more marks, all right? Good. 14. Know the difference between formal and informal writing. Don't write like you are texting a friend. Instead of writing something like, a lot of people think this is cool, say something like, many individuals believe this is beneficial. You see the differences between the two. One is informal and the one is formal. IELTS writing must always be professional, all right? 15. Always use the right tenses. If you are describing past data, use past tense. If you are stating general facts, use present simple. Talking about possibilities, use could or might. Please don't mix the tenses. Don't use present tense, past tense, future tense. Oh no. Don't be mixing the tenses. When you do that, you confuse the examiner. They'll try to help you pass, but you give yourself a low band score. We don't want that, please. Write the tenses correctly because the examiners check tenses carefully. 16. Stay confident and keep practicing. Writing well takes practice. Keep writing essays, get feedback, and learn from mistakes. The more you write, the better you would get. Now you have powerful IELTS writing tips to boost your score. Wishing you the very best in your IELTS writing tests. See you on the next video. Goodbye.